Hi everyone, so let's continue with the January 2025 CSEC Math Paper 2. We're on question 6, which is on measurement. So in this question, we have to use pi as 22/7. So part A, a piece of wire 61 centimeters long is bent to form a sector as shown in the diagram below. The sector of the circle OPQ has center O and a radius of 18 centimeters. And we have to show that the value of x is approximately 80 degrees. And this is worth 3 marks. So just going to underline what we have. We know that the piece of wire from O to P to Q and back to O is 61 centimeters. And we know the radius of the sector is 18 centimeters. So let's talk about that length of piece of wire from O to P to Q and back to O. So that includes the length of the curved arc, which is PQ. So we know the formula for length of arc is equal to theta, which is the angle in the sector, divided by 360, multiplied by the circumference of the circle, 2 pi r. So if I have the circumference of the circle, if I have the length of the arc, I can find the unknown angle in this case, which is x. All right, so let's find the circumference of the circle first of all. So 2 by pi by r, 2 by 22/7 by r, which is the radius 18. So using our calculator, if we multiply 2 by 22/7 multiplied by 18, we get 113 1/7 centimeters. Now, let us find the length of the arc. So if the circumference is 61 centimeters long, that includes the two radii, OP and OQ. So therefore, we can find the missing piece, which is the length of the arc, PQ. All right, so the length of the arc, PQ, would be 61 minus the two radii would add up to 18 by 2, 36. So 61 take away 36 gives 25 centimeters. Okay, so let's substitute L is 25 and the circumference is 113 1/7, and let's calculate the missing angle. So 25 would be equal to x over 360 multiplied by 113 1/7. So x over 360 would be 25 divided by 113 1/7, and then x would therefore be 25 divided by 113 1/7, and we multiply that by 360 degrees. So let's do the first part. 25 divided by 113 1/7. All right, gives a fraction 175/792. And then when we multiply that by 360 degrees, we get, and I'm going to write it as a decimal this time, 79.5 degrees, which is approximately 80 degrees. Okay, so let's go on to part 2. For 2 marks, calculate the area enclosed by the wire. So now that we know the angle in the sector, area of a sector would be theta over 360 by pi r squared, just the area of the circle. So the fraction of the circle that the sector represents, theta, or in this case, x, our sector angle, we just found was approximately 80 degrees. So it will be 80 degrees divided by 360 degrees multiplied by the area of the circle. Pi we're using as 22/7 multiplied by the radius squared. So we could input this entire thing into our calculator. So we have 80 divided by 360 multiplied by 22/7 multiplied by 18 squared. And that will give us, as a decimal again, 226.3 centimeters squared. Right, which we can approximate to 226 square centimeters.